and so I will follow in English and to first present finally the concept of Homo Scientificus Europaeus in the sense of its mother association Euroscience. So we have used this expression Homo Scientificus Europaeus for the first time 4 years ago with Sabine Louet at a time when we published the first issue of the new version of the website Euroscientist. Euroscientist is the website of the association, the grassroots European Association Euroscience, and with Euroscientist and this concept of Homo Scientificus Europaeus, our goal was finally to support the development of the action of Euroscience throughout Europe. And Euroscience is also well known for the Euroscience Open Forum that is developed since more or less 15 years, and that will be organized in Toulouse next year. So with these tools, Euroscience, between the ESOF and Euroscientists, is engaged at the European forefront, looking for more relationship between scientists, citizens, and decision makers, and to promote some interaction and some crosstalk between science and society, and also to promote a crosstalk between bottom-up approach, which is the main issue for the Euroscientists to act in front of the top-down approach developed by decision makers with a way to impact on governance and science policies. So to come back to the Homo Scientificus Europaeus concept, you can see here that it is bio-inspired. It is bio-inspired because myself, I'm a molecular biologist since more than 30 years, and I've always learned many lessons from the biomolecule acting within the living cells. And here it's a lesson that you will understand in few minutes why. This short lesson here from the protein organization within our cells will lead to finally the concept of the cloud of Homo Scientificus Europaeus. Here you have designed in the background of the slide an illustration performed by David Goodsell, where you can see in a piece of cellular cytoplasm many proteins that are all in contact one to each other. And so the situation is very crowded in a cell. And finally, there is one question that is still remain not so clear. How many proteins are standing up in one cell? And the answer is more than 3 billions. 3 billions is a number that is generally unknown. Nobody has a clear idea about this number. And it's very important because it allows to better understand, better appreciate how a living cell is working, with a tight and dynamic packing involving many transient interactions between the protein, promoting a real protein cloud that is acting as a global matchmaker, and with as an impact the organization of the intracellular life. And this weak interaction between a huge number of proteins are very dynamic and allow finally the promotion of specific spatial networks of proteins, dynamic responsive subcellular architecture, and large-scale self-organization. So why I'm speaking about that? Because now you will see the fractal biomimicry model I am developing here, and jumping from proteins to humans. So here you have now a crowd of people that were present in the March for Science in Barcelona 3 weeks ago, and where you see that finally this crowded situation allows many transient interaction between all the scientists that are over there. And the goal of the Homo Scientificus Europaeus cloud finally is to promote this possibility at a big level within Europe, to aggregate as much as possible the pan-European grassroots associations and the March for Science communities in order all together, close to Euroscience and Euroscientists, to to strengthen the bottom-up approach that can favor the contact between scientists and citizens, and the matchmaking towards open science, the matchmaking between bottom-up and top-down approaches, and providing a stronger interactions and relationship between science and society.